it can do, because if you go to court and ask the court to adjudicate on what your dispute is over, then you will be possibly in a situation where the judge imposes an order on you, which may not be suitable for either of you. So it can give you more control, particularly if mediation works for you and you are able to reach an agreement. The agreement made during the mediation process isn't legally binding. A memorandum of understanding will be drawn up at the end of the mediation process if you've reached agreement, setting out what that agreement is. You will then either take that away, and for example, if you had referred directly and it was in relation to children, that might be what you then base future contact arrangements on. Or in the case of a financial settlement, you would take it probably to your solicitor, who would draw it up into what is known as a consent order, which would then be lodged with the court for the court's approval. So agreements reached at mediation cannot be legally binding upon you. The advantage of mediation is that if it's successful, you and your partner will go away having reached an agreement together, and particularly if you've got children, that should help you to be more amicable with one another in the future. Family mediation works by, at the very start, you will either be referred to mediation or you will refer yourself to mediation. Then both you and your partner will have separate interviews with the mediator to assess whether mediation is suitable. Providing the mediator thinks that mediation is suitable, you will be invited to a joint mediation meeting where the mediation will get underway, and generally each session will last about 90 minutes. The mediator will be able to assess if mediation is working. If you feel at any stage that mediation isn't working for you, then you are free to stop the process, because it is very much your process, you're in control, and it's a voluntary process that underpins mediation. So if you decide you don't want to carry on mediating, you simply tell the mediator and stop the session. If mediation doesn't work and you cannot agree things, then you are faced with possibly having to look at an alternative way of resolving matters. And ultimately, if you can't resolve matters by agreement, you're looking at potentially involving the court.